Hey guys, my name is James Walsh, and you are listening to the Wrestling Epicenter here on YouTube. I want to thank you for finding us. Please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and the notifications bell. And if you get the chance on this video, click the like button. If you do, it'll turn blue. Check it out. Also, check out WrestlingEpicenter.com for all this great content available in MP3 format, our online store that'll keep us going free and clear, daily news updates, as well as all the information from the history of professional wrestling you could possibly ever want. Check out WrestlingEpicenter.com online right now. Without any delay, let's get to your interview here on the Wrestling Epicenter.
Now, it is our extreme honor and pleasure to be joined by the original TNA knockout, Traci Brooks.
Well, thank you, guys. Good. Thank you so much for having me.
Thank you for agreeing to do this. Well, we've got some questions. We're not going to go through the history because there's another interview on our website.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess the first question is, you're the first TNA superstar we've interviewed since Spike TV's recent announcement that Impact would not air Thursdays in prime time.
Mm-hmm.
How do you feel about the sudden change?
I think Spike's looking out for our best interest. I think eventually we're going to get to that primetime spot, but I mean, I don't think they do anything to screw us over. So I think they're just looking out for our best interest and their best interest, and we're Thursday nights is better than Saturdays, I guess, and we're just TNA has made some great decisions in the past. Obviously, look how far they've come in 3 years. So, I mean, we trust them, and that'll lead us in the right direction.
Right. Do you know if it's just going to be 1 hour or 2 hours?
I think it's only 1 hour right now. We're still pushing for 2 hours.
Okay.
Unfortunately, I would even like to see 90 minutes.
Yeah, I think everybody's thinking that you guys just need a little bit more time.
We definitely do.
I mean, there's so many people on your roster, and people like yourself. You're barely on there once every other week or so.
Yeah. Yes, they need more time. They need more time to develop characters and to have, not necessarily a women's division, but more interaction with the girls.
Well, do you feel that if you had 2 hours, that there would be a pretty good chance that we would see a full-fledged women's division?
Yeah, I mean, you have to start slow. You need more women, obviously. I think we can't run into the problem where we only have like 3 or 4 girls and we wrestle each other every week. I don't think there necessarily needs to be a women's match every week, but there needs to be something building up to a pay-per-view or building up to something. Definitely mixed tags. I don't think they're utilized enough. I think they're entertaining, and I don't think no one really has them.
Well, how did the rest of the boys feel about the change in plan?
I don't know how to ask them.
Okay.
I think we're all just in the same boat. We trust TNA and we believe in them and we believe in our product, and Spike's been so good to us so far that, I mean, they're steering us in the right direction.
Well, speaking of the new knockouts, TNA has introduced Gail Kim and Jackie Kaden. What's your relationship with them like?
Oh, it's awesome. They're it's nice to have another girl. I was the only girl there for a while, so It's nice to have another girl there. Gail Kim, obviously, if people don't know, her and I basically started together.
Oh, really?
I think she started 5 months after me in Toronto, and we traveled together for the first couple of years until she got signed, and then I got signed to TNA. Jackie Gate is awesome. Jackie Haas, she's a great girl. She works hard. We had our first photo shoot together, and we really bonded, and we're a good group of girls. We have a lot of fun.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about that photo shoot? I heard that they're also doing a DVD, too.
Yeah, they are. The DVD is supposed to come out sometime in the summer, in June, I think.
Do you think that's a good thing for TNA to do, to maybe play off of what the WWE has done with their divas?
I just think the company's called TNA, and then, whether it's Total Nonstop Action or someone else thinks it's called meaning something else. I think, because we don't get the in-ring time like the guys do, we can't have a best of Traci tape because I've only had 3 matches in the past year at TNA. So I think this is good, and I think this gives fans some, and it was done very, very tastefully. So it's family entertainment, and it wasn't anything like in poor taste. It was very classy and very, very elegant, and there was it was my very first photo shoot ever. So the two other girls really helped me along, and it was a lot of fun. It should be good.
Well, they've been releasing some pictures from the website. You, Gail, Jackie, and Valerie. And they look a lot better than what they used to towards the beginning of the TNA.
Right.
Have they hired someone like an image consultant or a new photographer or?
No, same photographer. Just they finally got lights, and as I said, our company is new, and we're building slowly, and that includes production, that includes camera, that includes everything. And Lee South does the photography, and the TNA knockout gallery that you see is all Lee South, and he's the one that takes the pictures, and him and Billy Banks do the website, and the pictures are come 110%. Like, they're amazing now. And I think they just, with the more experience Lee gets and the lighting we get and the more time we have to do pictures and stuff, that it's definitely come along, you can tell, as you guys said.
Right. The only I hate to bring this up, but I only have one problem with the pictures on the website. They're so small. Like my screen resolution, they look teeny tiny, and it's hard to see. I don't know if it's in your power or if you can get back to anybody, but like make the pictures bigger.
Well, that's because they want you to buy the catalog or the calendar.
Well, I'll buy a catalog. They don't have a catalog.
Aren't they going to make a calendar? What'd you say?
We're not sure if they're going to do a calendar, but I know the DVD is the next thing to come out for the girls.
Oh, okay, great.
Which we're very, very, very excited about it.
Now, you mentioned that Valerie's on there, and that, of course, is Socal Val for those listening. When did she get there? I wasn't even aware she was there.
She's been there for a long time. I want to say a year and a half, almost 2 years. She does Ring Girl.
She's a Ring Girl?
I her there, but she seems to be more like a ringside, you know?
Yeah, she does the ringside. She's awesome. I'm totally pulling for her to be one of the knockouts. In my mind, she is one of the knockouts. She's got the biggest heart, and she's got the dedication, and she's just basically just waiting for her time, kind of just being there, and she puts her time in, and she's being a ring girl now, but, I mean, you got to start out somewhere, right?
Yeah, and you guys work together sometimes on the WEW tapings?
I don't do them because of the pay-per-view.
Yeah.
But I love Val. I think she's...
You did a couple of them initially, didn't you?
I did one show. I think it went into 2 DVDs, yeah.
Wow.
So that was before we had the contract with TNA. So.
Oh, so that's in your contract that you can't do any other pay-per-view?
Yeah, which is kind of fine with me.
Yeah, I'm sure that's worth it.
Well, just to add on a side note, those pictures of you two in the schoolgirl outfit with the ruler.
Oh, boy.
Very nice.
Oh, you like those, do you?
Well, I'm the resident pervert here, so...
Yes, he is.
Well, it's funny, because when I'm older than her, and I'm... Ring-wise, I guess I have more experience than her, but in taking pictures, that's never been my strong suit or my main focus. I've always tried to shy away from that stuff. And she was basically just, like, pulling me around, telling me what to do, and telling me where to put my hands, and I was like, oof. So she bossed me around. Guys enjoyed it, but I
have to say, looking at the pictures, you wouldn't know you were uncomfortable there.
No.
I hate taking pictures. I absolutely hate it.
Do you hate just the camera in and of itself, or just pictures?
I just hate being a girl. I just hate being, like, diva-ish.
Do you?
I do. I'm a farm girl. I'm used to be covered in, pig crap, and I'm used to wearing overalls, and no one recognizes me when I do indies. Like, I work indies every single weekend, 3 or 4 times a week. Oh, wow. And no one recognizes me from... I'm not a main focus on TNA, but no one realizes that I'm the same Traci as Traci Brooks on TNA.
Do you go by the same name?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, no one knows because I look so different, because I don't wear makeup, I wear a hat, I wear overalls.
So, I mean, would you rather be more put in like a wrestler role, do more wrestling stuff, or? No,
because I understand there's girls have something different than guys, and when I first got into wrestling, I used to think I gotta like not be sexy, I gotta wear like wrestling gear, and I gotta hit hard, and and the guys told me, you're a girl, you have something to offer, you can still be a wrestler, but look good is part of your in-ring ability. So I understand when I'm in the ring, I'm a performer, and I turn into something else, so But I would love just to wrestle in overalls.
What do you think of companies like WEW and other companies like that that do feature all girls? Do you think that's even possible to be successful in America, or even to be taken seriously in the United States?
They're obviously like doing well, I guess. They're been going for a while, I guess. Haven't they, a couple of years?
At least, yeah.
They're an interesting federation.
Yes, they are.
That's all I'll say.
Well, do you think that women's wrestling in general could ever, go maybe head-to-head with a TNA or a WWE on national television and be successful that way?
They never have. I mean, every time Glow or WoW, I think Glow was the last thing to be successful. WoW, I mean, did they even last a year?
No.
There is a place for women's. There's a place for women's wrestling. There definitely is, and there's small majority of it. Like Shimmer has a huge following and things like that, but in the big picture, the big market, it's a lot of. I mean, I think Mickie James and Trish did a great job of being sexy and wrestling in the ring.
Yes.
At WrestleMania.
Oh yeah.
Mickie understands, and so does Trish, that you can do stuff like that, but then still kick her head off.
Mm.
So I think there's some people get it, some people don't. You have to.
Yeah.
It's hard to understand. It's we have to be sexy, and we can get away with doing less because of our bodies, I think.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Well, you mentioned Mickie James. Of course, you knew her in TNA. I can't remember her name, for crying out loud. Alexis Lurie. Thank you. I can't believe I forgot that. Anyway, you knew her there. Are you surprised to see how successful she's been in the WWE?
Surprised? No. I knew she always had it in her.
Mm.
I was really happy for her, but really sad to see TNA let her go. Or for her to go to WWE. This is just the beginning for her, and I'm so proud of her.
She's played that character perfectly, too.
Yep. She deserves everything she gets. She works hard and trains hard, and she plays the part. I mean, she knows how to be sexy, and she knows how to work the crowd, and she knows how to wrestle.
Mm.
She's one of the greatest, I think.
Mm. There's
another girl you've wrestled, someone we've had the pleasure of interviewing for this series is Natalie Neidhart.
Oh.
What was she like in the ring with you?
Awesome. So awesome. Like, the only girl I'd ever like give me a German suplex. She's absolutely incredible. Her first thing on her mind is being safe. Like, she understands, like, her fire is unbelievable. Her knowledge is unbelievable. The way she trains is incredible. Her cardio is amazing. She knows to get in there and, she knows in there and she knows how to work a crowd. She knows how to wrestle, but she knows how to entertain them, too. She's amazing. I absolutely adore her.
Definitely.
Yeah, she had some very kind things to say about you, too.
I absolutely adore working her. I'm dying to get in the ring in a singles match with her again.
She actually said that you're one of the handful of girls in the United States that can actually work.
Oh, wow. Oh.
So I guess that's a compliment.
That is. It's
a knock towards our country, but, well, my country.
Oh, no, it's not the girls that don't know how to work. It's that we're not trained like the guys, because a lot of girls that are brought into wrestling these days, and I'm not knocking anyone.
Right.
It's just how it is. It's like they're going on the road with their boyfriends that are wrestlers, and they get taught how to do top rope hurricanranas and moonsaults, and that's fine to know, but can you lock up with someone? Can you do a headlock? Like, there's a difference between a good worker and someone that can do spots.
Yeah, but do you think that's also a problem with guys in the business, though, too?
Oh, yeah, totally.
Because,
more so than girls, because if you're a hot chick, you almost got into the business.
Mm.
Like, if you're sexy and skinny and hot and, like, you almost, okay, can you flip? Okay, well, you're in the wrestling business. And it's Gail and I were brought up loving this business right from the start. Like, if you ask any girl who was it? Someone didn't know who Paul Orndorff was.
Yeah.
Or someone didn't know, like, I grew up watching this, and there's a difference. I mean, I understand you get in the business any way you can these days.
I think I know who you're talking about, actually.
I just grew up watching wrestling and loving it, and I watch tapes all the time, and
You didn't, or you did?
I did.
Okay.
As soon as the first time I saw wrestling, I knew I wanted to be a wrestler.
Mm.
It wasn't like I just got into it somehow. I loved it. I watched tapes.
Mm.
I had all the Ricky Steamboat baseball cards. I had, the tapes. I still go around to wrestling shows and collect wrestling tapes. It's how you learn. It's how you get better. And I mean, I might not do a lot in the ring, but I try to do more psychology than anything.
That's actually good to hear.
We'll save a question about her for the end of this interview.
Yeah, we're going to hit you with one that I hope you have a good response.
No.
Going back into hot chicks, girls have had plastic surgery before they become pro wrestlers. Without going into really graphic detail, what, if anything, have you had done?
Obviously implants.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not shy about it. I mean, I've had them done, obviously, and I had them done before I got into wrestling. And unfortunately, in this business, a lot of girls have been hired as soon as they get their implants, or they've gotten a push when they get their implants, and that's just part of the business. It's like being a model, I guess. It comes with the business, and you either accept it or you don't. A lot of girls, I'm not saying go out and get implants to be a wrestler. I'm just saying
it helps.
Unfortunately, coincidentally, a lot of girls have got signed or have gotten pushed after they've gotten their implants.
Yes.
Or liposuction, or extensions, or whatever.
So is that it for you?
Yeah,
Okay.
See, what else have I had to do? What else have you heard I've had done? No, that's just it. I hope that's good enough.
Oh, it was more than plenty. No.
He's a resident pervert.
I'm a resident, yeah. Well, next question is, before, forget the name of the pay-per-view, when Christian Cage is given all the gifts by...
the Santa Claus. That was TV.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was an Impact.
Yeah, Impact. I'm sorry. I'm out of it right now.
Okay.
Christian Cage referred to you as, or said to you, nice bulbs.
Yeah.
Do comments like that, especially on TV, get to you in some way?
Not at all. They're showing, so, I mean, it's not like I try to hide them, or I'm very open with it. I had plastic surgery done, and Christian is one of the most respectful men in the business. He's nothing but respectful, and he asked if he could say it, and he apologized after he said it, and it wasn't an insult to me. I mean, I bounced down the ramp. That's my whole gimmick. My whole joke is I'm nothing but floating breasts. I don't have a head. I mean, I took a picture of myself with just my breast and put a TNA,
Spike TV logo, right?
Yeah, I understand. I mean, the company's called TNA, and I am pretty much TNA, you know what I mean? And
right.
I can work, though. I mean, it would bother me more if I knew people didn't respect me in the ring. And I know I bust my balls off trying to learn. I'm not good, but I try to learn all the time, and I always make people watch my matches and critique me and rip them apart, and I watch all my matches. I watch everyone's matches. So if I was just a floozy in the business, it might disturb me, but the fact that I try to learn, I'm always asking questions, I'm trying to get the respect of the guys, then it doesn't bother me.
Now that he's not going by the name Matt Bentley anymore, what are you going to call
the Maverick Matt Bentley?
Oh, is he? Okay.
Misconception. He's actually the Maverick Matt Bentley. But they say Maverick Bentley, or Maverick Matt, which I hate.
I hate that. I think that sounds bad. I think Matt Maverick would sound better.
Well, it's supposed to be the Maverick, like he's like a lone, like he's a,
like
a lone star, a cowboy. He doesn't need anyone. He's an outlaw. He doesn't need any friends. He just needs me and him. But it's the Maverick Matt Bentley.
Why do you think they get that wrong?
I think it's just an error.
Do you think somebody should
up on the screen? It said Matt Maverick, or no, Maverick Matt, and then I think it was Mike TNA that kept referring to him just as Maverick Matt.
Yeah, I think it was just a miscommunication, but it's the Maverick Matt Bentley.
Well, hopefully somebody will correct the error.
Yeah, because
I certainly hope so. I hate it.
Yeah, because
I just call him Baby. Hopefully he'll answer. Well, he changes his name every 2 seconds, so.
Yeah,
well, I guess the second to last question we have for you is, has Playboy ever approached you to pose for them?
No.
Have you ever gotten any weird requests from different magazines to appear?
No.
Would you be open to it if they did?
Playboy, yes.
Playboy, yes.
I think Playboy is a huge compliment. I think, especially coming from a small town of 5,000 people, the fact that I'm living my dream and have made it this far, and hopefully I'm just at the beginning of my career, and I came from, you know, as I said, I was covered in pig shit till I was 19. Like, the fact that I've come this far, I think it'd be a total honor to be in Playboy.
Is it wrong to be turned on by that? Did I just say that out loud?
Yes, you did. It's like Austin Powers, I don't have an inner monologue.
Yes. Yeah. That's funny. Well, no, I just am, and I think, like, my dad has a picture of me. I was a Toronto Sunshine as a calendar girl in the Millennium, and he's got a picture of me covered in pig crap beside it. Like, it's funny. He's like, you know, never forget where he gave it to me. He's like, never forget where you came from. And it's true, and I know how quickly all this can be taken away from me. I mean, I haven't even hopefully reached the peak of my career, and I know how quickly this can be taken away from me. So I try to appreciate it and appreciate everyone I meet on the way, wherever I'm going.
Hey, James, you want to take the big one?
Well, it's not a big one. It's not that big of a deal. It's not anything to be afraid of. It's just, I'm not sure if you heard, but a long time ago I used to be friends with somebody I used to work with named Trinity.
Okay.
Right. When you first came into the locker room, she used to call me complaining about you, claiming that you were handing out a business card that had pictures of you and your underpants on it.
Okay, the picture, the only thing I want to say on this, my picture was in a bikini top and a black lace bikini top. It was for a skateboard magazine I did in Barrie, Ontario, Canada, for a friend of mine that made skateboards, and I was in black leather pants. And I had my website on. It was one picture with my website, not just another pretty face on it. And I was giving it out to people, so in case they had matches or needed a girl, they could contact me.
What she was telling me, and then I'm not trying to stir anything up here.
She's her own. She's gone, and the only thing I'll say is in TNA is the locker room, all the cancer's gone. It's nothing but a good locker room. All the problems are gone. Wherever she goes, best to her. She's not, and best to her.
Well, like I said, she's my former friend, not my current friend. And something happened halfway along the way, and all of a sudden, and you can probably vouch for this, all of a sudden, she was speaking in third person.
As I said, TNA locker room is my family, and I know everyone says that about their jobs and about movie sets they go to and the locker rooms they're in. But TNA has been my family, and the past 3 years since I've been there, we went through a lot of people, and obviously the main people have stayed for that many years. Like the past 2 years since we've been going down to Orlando, there's been a crew of us.
Right.
AJ Styles, Christopher Daniels, the Bobby Roode, the Showtime Eric Youngs, well, I put myself in there. Stevie Williams, Scott D'Amore, Abyss, America's Most Wanted. Like, I don't want everyone that's there today. Is there for a reason, and we sincerely love each other, and we sincerely, David Young, Elix Skipper, would sincerely go to bat for each other. We've lost a few good ones like Frankie Kazarian.
Is he ever going to come back?
I hope so. I certainly do. But I think we've had some people come in and they're now gone, and as I said, it's just a pleasure to walk into, and it's a family, and it's as I said, the cancer's gone.
Right,
and totally wiped out.
Exactly, and we have Francine, formerly of ECW, that does my weekly show on Wednesday nights with me.
Oh,
and
sorry, hi.
Okay, and it seems to me like what she talks about with ECW is exactly what everybody in TNA currently says about TNA.
Well, I'm going to actually go back. In this business, I learned from someone earlier on in my, I can say, career. If people are like, oh, you must be, women are catty, women are bitches, women say stuff. Why are we fighting within each other? We are a small group of females in this business solely run by men. Why are we fighting against each other? There's enough people fighting against us. Why are we fighting within? Like, why are we fighting within the pack of women? We shouldn't be. We should be helping them getting along. We should be pushing.
I hope not. I don't think so.
Well, I hope not either, but eventually it happens. Like, and fighting about it and not working together when you're in the same company.
That'll be like 20 years from now or something.
Oh, well, thank you. But I just don't understand why we're fighting against each other, and we could be doing a lot more good and a lot we could be making bigger waves if we all got along.
Do you think it could be just because there's so few spots for women?
Oh, definitely. I mean, it's the same thing with the guys. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's worse with guys because you have, you know, 1 million guy wrestlers when you only have like 1,000 good girl wrestlers.
Right.
But I don't care how you get in the business. I don't care if you want a contest. I don't care if you sleeping with someone. I don't care if you're in that locker room and you respect what we do. And I'm going to like you, and I'm going to try to help you, and you're going to help me. And everyone's like, oh, you know, Gail and Jackie are brought in because they're ex. They help me out so much on being sexy and being a girl and posing for my pictures and stuff. They've done nothing but help me, and I've helped them with certain things. Like, it's seriously, we love seeing each other, and we plan on going on holidays together. And I don't understand why we don't help each other, because if we help each other, we're going to get a lot farther in life, and we're going to make more money. The more girls brought into the company, the better chance of a women's division starting.
Right.
And that probably won't start. That probably won't start until you guys get more time, though.
Exactly, and hopefully there'll be I'm hoping they're working up to a Jackie Gail match. But
it seems to be that way.
If any girls are listening to me, just stop being bitches. Help each other. Like the way I sincerely talk about Natty is really how I feel about her. I think she's an amazing female wrestler. She's totally underrated. She needs something. She needs to be somewhere where people can see how great she is.
I agree. I think she needs to. Hopefully, when TNA is able to make a women's division, I'm sure they will eventually. I'm really hoping Natalie will be, you know, one of the first to show up. Because
I definitely hope so. And I think ODB, Jessica Crazy, is my best friend. Mm-hmm. She's one of the most underrated wrestlers as well. And her and I, like everywhere we go, we try to help girls out or put girls over or do something or just. Because we want more women in this business, and we all sincerely get along, and we all love each other, and there's that one person that just ruins it for everyone and starts everything, and you end up fighting, you know, instead of concentrating on positive good things, you end up fighting within each other, and it ends up killing you, and ends up making you an ugly, ugly person. And you can be the most beautiful girl in the world, but until you open your mouth and you start backstabbing and burying and putting people down, you're the ugliest person to me. And I want nothing to do with it. Yeah, well, that's all I have to say about that.
Well, before we let you go, I've got a couple of word associations, and I forgot to add these to the list of questions I sent my co-host. Basically, if you have a one-word answer, if you only have a one-word answer, that's fine. If you have a story, feel free to share. Okay?
Okay.
First name is Dixie Carter.
Awesome. She's done so much for me. Smart businesswoman.
It's a really short list. The second name is Matt Bentley.
Awesome. I'm gonna say awesome for everyone. He's helped me out so much, and he doesn't make me feel like he's stuck with a valet. He makes me feel appreciated, and he always uses me in a good way. Sometimes when you're put with someone, you feel like, oh, they're not going to want you.
Yeah.
But he totally does. We totally click with each other, chemistry.
I'm dying to find out who actually sang the real version of his theme song.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know who's that, not the TNA version. He has I guess it's like friends of his, but it's actually a really cool song. So I have to find him for an interview to find that question out.
I'll have to hook you up with that. I'll try to find that information there.
Thank you. How about Jeff Jarrett for word association? Just off the top of my head.
That was Jeff Jarrett.
Jeff Jarrett?
Yes.
My boss. He's an awesome heel.
What do you think?
Awesome heel.
What do you think of the TNA crowd pretty much deciding who they're going to like, regardless of male or babyface or heel or whatever?
They make us work hard, especially the Orlando crowd. But they've been spoiled. They've seen everything. I mean, you're there every other second. You know, you're every other week you're there, and then you have a pay-per-view, and our guys kill ourselves. And then we went to Detroit, and that crowd went crazy. And it was just nothing against. It's not their fault.
Right.
It's just when you see that much wrestling all the time.
You pick your
kind of
basically.
Yeah.
You pick whoever puts on the best show because you're there.
Exactly.
Yeah. Right.
Do you think that maybe things are going to change for TNA if they do start to travel more often?
Definitely. We had actually TNA Hermie Sadler did house shows. Actually, I was at them in Danville, Virginia, and Martinsville, Virginia, and the crowd was awesome. Like, first night there was maybe 600. Second night there was 1,500. That's a pretty good crowd for. It was a good crowd. It was fun. They had the 6-sided ring there.
Too far away, though. You need to come to Texas.
I know.
Come over and see me.
We need.
I would love to see TNA live. I think that would be fantastic. I don't want to drive all the way to Florida. It's such a long way.
We need to start having our pay-per-views outside of Orlando.
I think that would help.
I did in Detroit. It was 3,000 people. It was packed. And it was just the energy in that show. I'm so gay, I'm going to admit this, but I almost cried because I was like, it was so surreal for me because this was like the biggest thing. I've wrestled in front of a lot of people before. But it was kind of like the first real TNA house show kind of thing, and it was really emotional for me, and I had a hard time controlling myself.
Well, I think they can even travel, if they want to stay in Florida, there's other places around Florida that they can travel to as well.
Definitely.
Like hit the old ECW spots if they really want to hit those spots.
Definitely. I think we're slowly starting to build everything, and it's coming along, so.
Yeah, especially, did you guys think, and I hate to keep asking you questions because I know we said we were done with questions, but the next question I have for you is, or last one I have for you is, about a year ago, I was one of the doubters, unfortunately. I kind of thought that when you guys lost FSN and you guys were on the internet, I thought that Slammiversary might have ended up being the last pay-per-view.
Yeah.
Did you guys think that, I know I asked Daniels this, and Christopher Daniels said no, that he never thought it was dire, but did anybody ever think, oh boy, we're in trouble?
No, I don't think we did, honestly. I think all of us were praying, and I mean, we were, I'm sure some of us were a little, not hesitant, but we were like just positive, but maybe in the back of the heads we were wondering. But no, I think TNA always had our best interest, and Dixie Carter and Jeff Jarrett have always had our best interest at heart. And I mean, in 3 years, we've slowly climbed the ladder, and I think that's how you have to do it. If you just jump from being this little tiny company to this superstar company, you're going to fail. We have slowly built up, and we've proved everyone wrong, and I love it. It's fun.
You think you guys will ever be number one?
I definitely hope so. I do. I think so.
I think so, too.
I think the other companies really starting to pay attention, whether they believe it or whether they want to admit it or not. They're starting to wonder, and they're trying to take talent away, and they're taking every indie guy possible so we don't sign them, but they start for us. I think so. I think our girls would definitely kick their girls' ass.
No doubt about that. Both looks and talent, but no. I seriously mean that. Well, once again, we really can't thank you enough for this. And if we could ask you just one final favor. If you could give us a plug, just say, hi, this is Traci Brooks. You can add whatever you want. And you're listening to 3 Count Wrestling?
Sure can.
Okay. I'll count you. So,
count you down.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Hey, everybody. This is the original TNA knockout, Traci Brooks, and you are listening to 3 Count Wrestling.
Hey guys, my name is James Walsh, and you are listening to the Wrestling Epicenter here on YouTube. I want to thank you for finding us. Please do me a favor and click that subscribe button and the notifications bell. And if you get the chance on this video, click the like button. If you do, it'll turn blue. Check it out. Also, check out WrestlingEpicenter.com for all this great content available in MP3 format, our online store that'll keep us going free and clear, daily news updates, as well as all the information from the history of professional wrestling you could possibly ever want. Check out WrestlingEpicenter.com online right now. Without any delay, let's get to your interview here on the Wrestling Epicenter.